Testing, testing. Hi, Commissioner Seshman, can you hear us?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, welcome to the Public Service Commission's administrative meeting for December 10, 2025. Actually, before we get to the official business, I actually want to note a number of transitions occurring here at the Public Service Commission. We have some folks that are actually moving on, and then some others that have got promoted. So let me start with Annette Garofalo, who has been with Staff Council for 24 years, is retiring at the end of this year. She was a longstanding member of the Commission's Staff Council Division and undertook a number of fairly complicated proceedings over the course of the years, and also a number of, I worked with her personally on a number of work groups and things like that. And she was always a key member of making sure that staff's presentation was presented in cases, and we appreciate all the work she's done for us. Next, Patricia Brown, who is an administrative specialist in the Transportation Division, is retiring in early January. She has spent a number of years working in the Transportation Division, making sure that the folks that transport people around town do it in a safe and reliable manner, and she's really worked to the excellence of the quality and efficiency of the Transportation Division, and we wish her well in her future. And the last person who's moving on is Miles Mitchell. Our general counsel is retiring at the end of the year. Miles has been a longtime member of the Office of General Counsel. He was deputy for a number of years, and then moved up to be general counsel in the last couple of years. He's provided not only a lot of wise advice and counsel to the members of the commission as we've tried to make our decisions, but he's also defended our decisions in a number of courts, and done a wonderful job doing that, and has also worked through some of the more contentious proceedings that we've had, particularly related to retail energy suppliers. So we wish Miles well in the future as he leaves us, but we are going to miss his wise counsel and effective advocacy for the Public Service Commission before various courts and the Federal Energy Regulatory Commission. And let me, I don't know if Bonnie or Chuck want to make any comments regarding Miles. Go ahead.
Sure. It's been great working with you over the past, I don't know, I've been here 16 years. I'm sure you've been here longer, but gotten a chance to work with you, as well as Annette, in my time with Staff Council, and she appeared before me several times as a judge. It's been an enjoyable experience, and I've learned a lot from both of you, so I hope you enjoy your retirement.
And Bonnie.
Yes, and I know Les. Annette has done a very effective representation of staff, and I appreciate the work that she's done. I don't know Patricia, but my understanding is she also has done very good work. So I can really only speak to Miles, who I have pestered on a number of occasions. And I really hope he's not retiring because I've been made him a little crazy. But this is I expect him to do some great things in retirement. But it is truly bittersweet since he will be a great loss for the commission. But he is leaving us with very effective counsel in Ted Davis, who Fred is going to announce, and so we will miss you, Miles, and I'm sure you're going to miss all of the numbers of times we've come in and caused you to pull out more of your hair, but we wish you well.
Okay. And so, as Bonnie alluded to, because of the two of the folks that are leaving us, we're making promotions. And the first one is the fact that Ted Davis will be assuming the role of General Counsel for the Public Service Commission. Ted has been an important member of the General Counsel's office, first as a lawyer within that office, and then more recently as the Deputy General Counsel. And he has been one of our most effective advocates at the Federal Energy Regulatory Commission. Ted and I have been working together in state government and in other capacities. He represented me when I was at the Maryland Energy Administration before he came to the Public Service Commission. And so we're looking forward to having Ted serve as General Counsel. He's been a steadfast advocate for us in a number of forums, and along with Miles, has also provided us with wise counsel and advice on the various matters that we've been dealing with. And so we congratulate Ted Davis on his promotion to General Counsel. And then Michael Dean is being promoted to Deputy Staff Counsel to fill, as Annette moves on, Michael will be assuming a leadership role within the Office of Staff Counsel. Michael has been a participant in any number of commission proceedings, handling the presentation by staff in a number of manners, and we look forward to working with Michael in the future. So I congratulate both Ted Davis and Michael Dean for your promotions, and looking forward to working with you. So on to the official business. First item is to approve our minutes from the administrative meeting of December 3rd, 2025. Commissioner McLean?
Aye.
Commissioner Suchman?
Aye.
I vote aye.
Good morning, Mr. Chair. There are 8 items on today's agenda. However, we will be deferring item number 1 to a future administrative meeting. The remaining 4 items on the consent agenda are number 2 from Liberty Mutual Surety, its bond cancellation for Transparency Energy Services, LLC. Item number 3 is from MDCS PS 8514 Liberty LLC, its request for temporary extension and request for extension of Community Solar Pilot Program operational deadline for the 8514 Liberty Road Community Solar Project in Baltimore County. Item number 4 is from ICFTS MD Solar LLC, its request for temporary extension and request for extension of Community Solar Pilot Program operational deadline for the Mill Station Solar Project in Baltimore County. And number 5 is from Upper Oquan Service Authority, its application for a renewable energy facility under the Maryland Renewable Energy Energy Program for methane from landfill or wastewater treatment plant.
Okay, regarding item 2, I move that we cancel the company's electric and natural gas supplier licenses, find the company in default with regard to $744.84 in state of Maryland assessments, and direct the commission enforcement action to collect the company's unpaid assessment. Commissioner McLean?
Aye.
Commissioner Suchman?
Aye.
I vote aye. Regarding item 3, I move we grant the requested limited waiver of Comar 20.62.03.04C and extend the operational deadline for the 8514 Liberty Road Community Solar Project to March 1, 2026. Commissioner McLean?
Aye.
Commissioner Suchman?
Aye.
I vote aye. Item 4, I move we grant the requested limited waiver of Comar 20.62.03.04C and extend the operational deadline for the Mill Station Solar Project to December 31st, 2025. Commissioner McLean?
Aye.
Commissioner Suchman?
Aye.
I vote aye. And item 5, I move that we approve the application and issue a renewable energy facility ID certification number, direct the applicant to establish a REC account with PJM GATS within 30 days of the certification, and file an on-site and behind-the-meter generation report with the commission within 1 week of each recording of the generation data with GATS, and direct the applicant to notify the commission within 30 days if any of the information on which the application was based has changed. Commissioner McLean?
Aye.
Commissioner Suchman?
Aye.
I vote aye.
Item number 6 on today's administrative agenda is from Potomac Electric Power Company. It's revised tariff pages. The company proposes changes to residential service connection charges.
Good morning, Chair and Commissioners. Eric Delgado on behalf of Commission staff. On November 3rd, 2025, PEPCO filed proposed tariff revisions regarding residential service connection charges for single-family and multifamily dwellings. The service connection fees are updated annually and are based on actual service connection charges over the past 3 years. Consistent with previous filings, PEPCO has removed outliers in the underlying data that are more than 2 standard deviations away from the mean in order to calculate the updated service connection fees. There are 2 distinct service connection fees, one for residential customers in a single-family dwelling and one for residential customers in a multifamily dwelling. The service connection fees for single-family dwellings are increasing by approximately 10.06% for connections that are equal to or less than 75 feet. There's an additional dollar per foot charge for connections that exceed 75 feet for single-family dwellings. The additional dollar per foot charge is increasing by 13.19%. For multifamily dwellings, there's no additional cost per foot charge. Instead, customers in multifamily dwellings pay a reduced service connection fee for installing their own service conduit. The service connection fees for multifamily dwellings that have installed their own conduits are increasing by 16.07%. The service connection fees for customers in multifamily dwellings that have not installed their own service conduit is increasing by 3.74%. Staff has reviewed the company's updated rates and finds they are consistent with previous service connection fee updates. The company's proposes an effective date of November 20th, 2025 for the updated service connection fees. However, staff does not support a retroactive effective date and instead recommends an effective date of December 10th, 2025. The company has indicated to staff that they are agreeable to a December 10th, 2025 effective date. December 10th. Staff recommends that the Commission accept for filing the proposed rates described in the company's filing. Staff recommends that the Commission reject the company's proposed effective date of November 20th, 2025, and instead recommends that the Commission approve the proposed rates with an effective date of December 10th, 2025. Additionally, staff recommends that the Commission direct the company to file clean copies of its tariff to reflect the change in the effective date. Thank you, and I'm available for any questions.
Okay, any questions for staff? Seeing none?
Good morning, Mr. Chairman and Commissioners. Matthew Seegers appearing for PEPCO. I would first like to begin by echoing the well wishes that you just gave for Annette Garofalo and for Miles Mitchell. I've known both Annette and Miles for a number of years, very much enjoyed working with them, and I wish them all the well in a very, very much deserved retirement. Also want to congratulate Mike Dean on his promotion. And Ted Rupp on his promotion. I've known them for a number of years, and I look forward to continuing to work with them. As far as the proposal before you, we have nothing to add to staff's analysis. We very much appreciate it, and we are here if you have any questions.
Okay, so I guess the only question I have is you're fine with this change in the effective date?
Yes, we are, Your Honor.
Okay, all right. Anybody else have a question? Okay, with that, I move we accept for filing the proposed rates described in the company's filing, reject the company's proposed effective date of November 2025, and instead approve the proposed rates with an effective date of December 10, 2025, and direct the company to file clean copies of its tariff and to reflect the change in the effective date. Commissioner McLean.
Aye.
Commissioner Suchman.
Aye.
I vote aye.
Thank you.
Item number 7 on today's administrative agenda is from Water Companies. It's revised tariff pages. The company proposes an update to its residential services schedule of rates in accordance with order number 91819.
Good morning, Mr. Chair and Commissioners. David Vaccarangi on behalf of Commission staff. On November 7, 2025, Edward Crooks filed compliance tariffs for 9 water companies in compliance with order number 91819 and case number 9750. As background, on April 18, 2025, the Commission issued Order Number 91617, approving a settlement agreement and a staff-assisted rate case for 9 water companies operated by Edward Crooks. In the order, the Commission directed staff to investigate the water company's compliance with Comar Title 20, Subtitle 40. In Order Number 91819, following the staff's report on that investigation, the Commission accepted staff's recommendation that each company should implement language in their tariffs, quote, informing customers that customer-specific information can be shared with their contractors as necessary to provide service, close quote. The Commission directed staff to work with the water companies and the Office of People's Counsel to develop appropriate language reflecting the recommendation to be included in each company's tariff. The instant filing reflects the water company's language agreed to by the parties and is in compliance with the PUA. As such, staff recommends the Commission accept the proposed compliance tariffs from each company with an effective date of December 10, 2025.
Okay, any questions for staff? Actually, I have one. So if I remember right, there was some sort of joint activities that took place between staff, OPC, and the companies regarding notice and things like that. That was all taken care of. And
That's what the investigation was for. This tariff here is the end result of that investigation.
Right.
So this kind of buttons it all up.
right, yeah. Okay, all right. Okay, with that, I move we accept the proposed tariff pages for filing with an effective date of December 10, 2025. Commissioner McLean?
Aye.
Commissioner Suchman?
Aye.
I vote aye.
Item number 8 on today's agenda is from Potomac Electric Power Company. Its request for a CPCN waiver for a 230 kilovolt bypass of its Quince Orchard substation located in Montgomery County, Maryland, and its Ritchie substation located in Prince George's County, Maryland.
Good morning, Mr. Chair and Commissioners. Christopher Lowe on behalf of technical staff. On August 18, 2025, PEPCO filed a request under PUA Section 7-207B4I for a waiver of the CPCN requirement to construct 2 230 kV bypass projects at its existing Quinn Orchard substation in Montgomery County and Ritchie substation in Prince George's County. PEPCO states that these projects are needed to mitigate large potential load loss events in the event of the outage at either substation. The bypass project will reconfigure the existing 230 kV lines to loop around each substation, creating alternate 230 kV paths so that a loss of the substation bus no longer causes an extreme corridor outage. At Quinn Orchard substation, a new underground double circuit line will connect 4 existing 230 circuits, providing 2 direct 230 paths between Dickinson and Bells Mill Road that will not rely on the Quince Orchard bus. At Ritchie substation, the existing underground feeders will be routed to new structures and tie into the existing overhead 230 kV lines between Oak Grove and Benning, creating 2 direct paths that bypass the substation bus. PEPCO studies indicate that the loss of Quinn Orchard today could produce load loss on the order of 1,750 megawatts, and the loss of Oak Grove to Ritchie to Benning could produce roughly 1,125 megawatts of load loss. The bypasses are part of a mitigation plan that reduces the magnitude of these events. PEPCO estimate capital costs of approximately $54 million for both bypass projects. And these are supplemental transmission projects with costs to be recovered through retail transmission rates. And the company estimates an incremental bill impact of about 15 cents per month for a typical PEPCO Maryland residential customer when the projects are fully reflected in rates. According to PJM, the mitigation plan that includes these bypasses substantially reduce load loss in the extreme substation loss scenarios from over 1,000 megawatt range down to several hundred megawatts. and significantly reduce the reliability exposure associated with the loss of Quince Orchard and Ritchie substations once all associated work is completed. Under PUA Section 7-207, an electric company must obtain CPCN prior to commencing construction of an overhead transmission line designed to carry a voltage exceeding 69 kV. However, Commission must waive this requirement if it finds that the construction does not require the company to obtain new property or addition rights of way through eminent domain, or require larger or higher structures to accommodate increased voltage or larger conductors. PEPCO's project meets these criteria. All new structures are within the existing PEPCO property or right of way, and the lines will continue to operate at 230 kV, and the existing overhead conductor types and sizes will remain unchanged. Staff concludes that the statutory requirements for a CPCN waiver under PUA Section 7-207B4I have been met, and in addition, that the project addresses significant reliability and resiliency concern by mitigating the risk of very large potential load loss events on the major 230 kV corridors. Therefore, staff recommends that the Commission grant PEPCO's request for a waiver of a CPCN requirement under PUA Section 7-207B4I to construct the 230 kV bypass projects at the Quince Orchard substation and the Ritchie substation, subject to conditions that the PEPCO should, number one, track all bypass costs by project, and number two, provide annual updates on the project status, schedule, and the updated cost variances. Thank you.
Okay, any questions for staff? Okay.
Good morning once again, Mr. Chairman, Commissioners. Matthew Seegers once again for PEPCO. We have nothing to add to staff's buck sheet. We once again appreciate their analysis, and we are here if you have any questions. The only caution I would give is that these projects do involve CEII, so depending on the question, we may have to go into closed session, but we can try to keep it in public.
No, I appreciate that. So any questions for PEPCO? All right, so this is related to increasing reliability for the distribution system. Without
That is-
going into any details about exactly how it is, but generally that's what this is going to do.
Correct.
Okay, all right. I move we grant the company's request for a waiver of the CPCN requirement under Public Utilities Article 7-207B4I to construct the 230 kV bypass projects at the Quince Orchard and Ritchie substations, subject to conditions described on page 6 of staff's comments dated December 1, 2025. Commissioner McLean?
Aye.
Commissioner Suchman?
Aye.
I vote aye.